Peterson, do you have any comments on the Nazi presence at your protest?
Yeah, I don't like Nazis.
If you don't know, Dr. Peterson has been a professor for a very, very long time. He has been making videos on YouTube for years, even before he became the Dr. Peterson. But what made him go viral was his stance against the C16 bill that I believe passed in Canada, that was kind of put in there as a civil rights part of the bill, and it was basically forcing people, making people speak a certain language by forcing people to say someone's pronoun. So it was induced speech, it was forced speech. It wasn't something you cannot say like hate speech, but it was induced speech, it was forced speech, right? And he was taking a stance against that because he was like, the government should never have the power to make you say something, no matter what your stance on it is, right? He became really famous about that. He was called all the transphobes in the book because of that reason, but because of his viralness, people got to know him, started really looking into him, and he's gained traction since then, and he is way beyond and moved forward from the whole C19 trans pronoun thing, right? But this is like the beginning of it. This is the start of his journey of the Dr. Peterson that we know.
Peterson, do you have any comments on the Nazi presence at your protest?
Yeah, I don't like Nazis.
Are their views in alignment with yours? At some point you
I
have to
think that's
realize.
a foolish question. Look, if you want to know what my views are,
I've watched all of your videos, yes.
Including
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
then why would you ask such a question?
Of the people who arranged the protest against you watched all of your videos.
It's like, do you want to
I have
disavow?
150 videos on YouTube.
No,
You
your
are
lectures,
telling-
which sparked the debate.
Okay. I have 150 lectures on YouTube. There's 500 hours of my views.
Do you really
If
think that
wanna
you're
find
worth
out
all
what
of
they
that
were-
time?
So it's a silly question for a couple of reasons. It's a silly question because it wasn't a question, it was an accusation. It's also a silly question because if you knew who Dr. Peterson was, you would know that would be just a nonsensical question because, of course, he doesn't advocate for violence. He never has. He doesn't advocate for these type of people. The third why this is a silly question, because I would reckon that this person definition of, I'm just gonna say the word Nazi, is not the same definition that I have. The definition I have is people who want to off people of a certain heritage, right? Or think that they're lesser to them, or think they should have less rights, or whatever, right? But I'm pretty sure because of the behavior of this person that their definition, anybody who disagrees with them, their definition of white supremacists is probably just chalked up to cis white male. So I think that's also why I think this is a silly question. I'm pretty sure that their definition is very broad when it comes to the idea of white supremacists or Nazi. Let's continue.
I am not an advocate of violence. I'm speaking out the way I'm speaking out because I think this is a route to no violence.
So, who is this legislation harming? Who is
Harming anybody who wants to use their own words. It's important that people are able to use their own words
Okay.
because that's how we think.
The authority to determine whether or not
Why do I have the authority to determine what I say? What kind of question is that?
I have one quick question. Okay, so they, them pronouns are written into the Oxford English Dictionary, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. It's actually the word of the year this year. It does have historical continuity all the way back to Shakespeare. It is objectively an English word, singular they pronouns, grammatically correct. Do you think that you can choose to not respect something that is in the English language as a professor, as an academic,
that
you are going to,
Absolutely.
People choose not to use the English language correctly all the time, so I don't know why this would be different. And stop acting like people are just asking for them, they, and he, and her. People are asking for literally hundreds and hundreds of pronouns that are created on a daily basis to be used. So again, be genuine with your questioning and your ideology. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel further, you can donate. My PayPal link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course, it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, subscribe.